Maybe you remember the old song, "On a hill far away stood an old rugged cross, the emblem of suffering and shame." That faraway hill is right behind me. It's Golgotha, the place of the skull, and perhaps you can see the two indentations that would be the eyes, and then the rock protruding out that would be the nose. This is identified as possibly the place of Calvary, the place that Jesus was brought on Friday. After having stood trial at the high priest Caiaphas' house, spending the night in a dungeon chained to the wall, then brought before Pilate, where he was condemned to death as the crowd shouted, "Crucify him." He was taken to be scourged, the skin literally torn off his back, and then a beam strapped to his back that he would have carried through the walls, through the streets of the city of Jerusalem to this place. Here he would have been laid down on a vertical beam, the cross beam nailed to the vertical beam and hoisted up on a hill. If you hear the noise in the background, it would have been very much the same in Jesus' day without the automobiles. He would have been crucified at a place that a lot of people would have traveled on a elevated hill, so that people would walk by and realize this is what happens when you get sideways with Rome. We crucify you. He would have been humiliated. He would have been challenged by the chief priests. "Come down. You say that you're the Son of God, the Messiah. Come down and we will believe in you." But Jesus knew what his destiny was. He knew that for the joy set before him, he endured the cross, scorning its shame, because there the price would be paid for our forgiveness, for our salvation. As Jesus breathed his last, he said, "It is finished." And in so doing, he gave his sinless life to pay for our sins, that while we were yet sinners, God demonstrated his love for us in this way. Christ gave himself for us. So remember the refrain to that song. "So I'll cherish the old rugged cross, till my trophies at last I lay down. I will cling to the old rugged cross until that day I exchange it for a crown." Jesus exchanged his life for the crown of righteousness. And when we put our faith and trust in what he did for us right here on Calvary, we trade all of our trophies, everything that we've done, for the crown of righteousness of being saved by grace through faith in Jesus' offering for us.